Hey, this is Joe with Aegis Tactical. Today we're going to answer one of our common questions we get during our classes. What kind of gun I should buy? Folks, we really don't know. It's got to be a gun that fits your hands and that you're comfortable with. There are several different models out there, types, action types. You got to find one you're comfortable with. We can give you some pointers, give you some advice, and help you make your right purchase decision. First thing we always say is stick name brand and stick popular. Reason why? Big name brands, they got a big company behind them backing the product. You can find parts for it. You can get it repaired when and if it does break. Popular, you can find the accessories for it. You can find your holsters, you can find the flashlights, anything you want to put on your gun, different sites, you can find them. You get some of these newer companies, off-the-wall companies, you're not going to find those products. Size-wise of the gun, size of your hand, what you're going to use the gun for. Concealed carry purposes, like the little Ruger LCP here. Excellent little gun. Problem is we call it the Noisy Cricket. If anybody's seen the movie Men in Black, this is the gun, the Noisy Cricket. It's a great gun, it does its job, but it kicks like a mule. It's not fun to take to the range. But to carry as a concealed carry gun, it's perfect. One of the most popular everybody asks us about are the Glocks. It's the old Glock 19, 9mm, great gun. This particular one's our training gun. This has over 70,000 rounds through it right now. The only thing we changed on it, I changed the sights. Reason being, I broke it when we train. We do harsh training, harsh environments. We'll rack the gun on the table, whatever we possibly can. These guns are great and they're durable. I did have to change the trigger on here. We had an issue with it. I changed it, put this aftermarket trigger on. Listen folks, $179 for that trigger. I want to take it off and put the stock $35 Glock trigger back in. It worked a lot better. These guns are durable, they work, and they take a beating. You can do what you want with these guns. Really want to get fancy, this is the new Stanley heavy duty staple gun. Works great. It's a little big to conceal, but it does do the trick, and it's a pretty safe gun that you can fire them in the house without any problems. Everybody wants a 1911. These guns are old, they're great, they got a name, heck of a tradition behind them. However, it's a single action semi-automatic. You got to carry it cocked and loaded. That's what the safety's on here for. This is actually the Kimber. It's got an ambidextrous safety. It's on both sides. It's a great gun. They're comfortable. They're fun to shoot. Do I recommend these for beginners? No. Reason being, you're carrying this thing cocked and loaded. Any little touch on that trigger and that safety happens to be off, it's going bang. It might go bang 2 or 3 times. I love this gun. I love shooting it. I don't like the ambidextrous safety. And all the guns I carry are usually completely ambidextrous. The reason why I don't like the safety on this gun is when I'm wearing it on my strong side and I'm right-handed, have it on my side, I get in my car, put my seatbelt on, and I'm a big guy if you can't tell. I turn the safety off every single time. So that means I'm walking around with a gun that has probably a 3 to a 4 pound trigger ready to go. Not a great gun if you're a beginner, not used to carrying a firearm. We can jump into the old faithful Sig P226. Probably my favorite gun of all times. This is a double action. Does everybody know what double action means? If not, double action means when you press the trigger, it's going to do 2 things. If you watch carefully, make sure this is unloaded. We can see. Here we go now. When I press the trigger, you see it's cocking the hammer, then it will release the hammer. That's double action. Single action means it's going to do one thing and one thing only. You have to manually cock the hammer, then press the trigger. And that's all it's going to do. The trigger will just release the hammer. Folks, these guns are great. They're used by a lot of the elite special forces units out there. They're time tested, they work. This gun just fits like a glove in my hands. Again, this is my favorite gun of all time to shoot. Big thing we get to around here, we have a lot of women that come through our classes and their husbands want to buy them guns. Or they'll go to the typical gun shop in the area with a guy behind the counter saying, well, you're a woman, you can't carry a semi-automatic, they're designed for men. You must carry a revolver because you're not strong enough or intelligent enough to carry semi-automatic. Well, folks, that's on that idea. The trigger pull on this gun, this is a simple Smith & Wesson Model 10. You know, I think this one's right around 12 pounds. Your Glock, which is laying on the ground still. Five and a half pounds. A lot easier to press the trigger and operate this Glock than it is that Revolver. Folks, this is going to carry 14-1, 15-1, depending on what caliber you have it in. It's easy to use. Racking it is not an issue. We have 86-year-old women that come to our classes that own Glocks and can rack them. If they can do it, folks, anybody can. Your Revolver, you're going to be stuck with 5-6 shots average. Try to reload the Revolver. If you're not a superhuman like that one guy is on TV, and practice religiously to reload these, it's going to take you forever. With your basic semi-automatic, drop the mag, insert the new one, go back to business. We even had a guy come in here the other day. What was he buy for his first concealed carry gun? A Desert Eagle 50 cal. Really? He must be a little tiny guy. He's compensating for something. Then we have people who come in here with a single action cowboy gun. And folks, this is the best gun to describe single action. Press that trigger all day long, it's not going to do a thing. All this trigger is designed to do is release that hammer. So you must manually cock that hammer. Then you can press the trigger. Not a great gun for concealed carry. Maybe back in the John Wayne days, the old cowboy days. These guns are great, they're fun to use. Concealed carry gun? No. For the last gun I'm going to go over real quick today is the FN57. Folks, this gun is a dream come true right here. It shoots a 5.7 round, comparable to a short, 223, something you're going to use in your AR-15. Pretty much you're shooting the rifle round through your handgun. It holds 20 in the magazine, one in the chamber, so you got 21 right there. And folks, it feels like you're shooting a 22, but it has a lot of power behind it. Another great thing, this is a great prepper choice gun, because you can get the counterpart to PS90, which is a rifle version of this, which uses the same round, 5.7. So your backup rounds, you only have to carry one caliber. It's great for those reasons. What's really nice about this gun, the safety features. If anybody knows me, I'm not big on safeties. Biggest safety in the world is your brain and your finger. That's your brain telling your finger to stay off the trigger and any foreign objects to stay off the trigger, and the guns will not go off. But this right here, if you're going to have a safety, it's pretty neat. Again, it's ambidextrous, both sides, but it's designed so when you come up out of your holster, and if you're going to carry with the safety on, you can just hit it right where your fingers naturally needs to be, disengage that safety, and come up and take care of business. When you fire this thing, again, it feels like you're firing a 22. There is no recoil. This thing is just dead on, just stays just like that. A lot of ladies come take our class, smaller frame, they love this gun. It's got a lot of power. Downfall is they are kind of expensive to shoot. You're looking at about $1,200 for the gun, and about $30, $35 per 50 rounds for the ammo. That adds up when you shoot as much as we do. Well, folks, again, when you're looking to buy a gun, you got to go there. You got to feel the guns. You got to put them in your hands. You got to make sure it's comfortable, that it fits your hands. What might fit my hands might not fit yours. Find one that you are comfortable with. Look through them all. Try them all out. Gun shows are great places to go to see every gun out there. I'd still buy from a local dealer, but go to the gun show, see what guns are out there, see if it fits right in your hands, you're comfortable with it. Again, stay with the big name brands and stay with the popular guns out there. So you can find your holsters, you can find your accessories, and God forbid if that gun does break down, it is a mechanical device made by man. Something will break at some point in time. You can get it fixed by a gunsmith. If you ever have any questions, you can always contact us. Go to our website. It's Aegis Tactical, or it's aegis-tactical.com. Hit the contact links, send me a direct email, and we'll answer any question you have. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.